Hey guys, what's up? So, I am back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today, we have a Dragon deck for you guys. So, I'd say we start. So, first, I have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, 1 common, 2 ultra rares. No original art, but still pretty cool. Just put those up there. Then I have 2 Red Eyes. Again, 1 common, 1 ultra rare. 1 Red Eyes Chick, good card. If you want to get a lot of these guys. Even if you only have 2, you know what I mean. Like, if you want to get them in, like, your system of your game, then this card effect is you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, special summon 1 Red Eyes from your hand. So that's good. But then I have a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. An Eclipse Wyvern. A Tiger Dragon. Axe Dragonute. And then I have a King of D and a Lord of D. Alright, so these cards, the King of D's name becomes Lord of D while it's on the field, but that doesn't mean it changes its effect. So it basically means this card has 2 effects, because it already has the effect of King of D, but its name becomes Lord of D, so then it as well has Lord of D's effect. So I like to put these 2 together. Okay, so then I have a White Stone of Legend. Pretty good card there. Then I have a Ryko Lightsworn Hunter. Lila Lightsworn Sorceress. Chaos Sorcerer. Kaibaman. Kaibaman is, again, a good card because it gets Blue Eyes on the field. It says you contribute this face-up card, special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. Then I have a Mystic Tomato. Funny looking card. It's actually not that bad. When it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you special summon 1 dark monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack position. Not bad. And then I have a Maiden. It's a really cool secret rare. So you can see that. And again, Maiden is a great card because it basically says basically all you have to do in order to special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand, deck, or graveyard, which basically means you can just get a Blue Eyes, because if it can either come from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So, you know, that basically means you just get one. Then all you have to do to get that is just change the battle position of this card, which, I mean, if you really want it back to its original position, you can just flip summon it next turn. So this is a really great card. Then I have Snipe Hunter, just a low-level monster I added in a couple of days ago because I didn't have enough low-level monsters to be able to normal summon very frequently. Is you can discard 1 card to target 1 card on the field and roll a 6-sided die, and if you destroy the target unless you roll a 1 or 6. So it doesn't work all the time, but it's a pretty good card. And then here I have a Yomi ship, and this is a really great card because it states that when this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, destroy the monster that destroyed this monster. So that's always just like a really good card to have in your deck. I mean, basically just get revenge on your opponent. That's great. Then I have a Herald of Creation. Start back down here with the Summoner Monk. And there we go. So those are my monsters for this deck. Got a pretty good variety of rarities there. Some overall just good cards to help just work with this deck. So that's good. But so right now we're gonna move on to the spell cards. Like, I know deck profiles don't normally do them separately, but I'm just running out of space on this board. So what I'm actually gonna do real quick is just pick up these cards. Got my Blue Eyes, Red Eyes Chick, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Eclipse Wyvern, Tiger Dragon, Axe Dragon, King of D and Lord of D, and so on. I don't need to read every single card name. I just need to pick these up, and then we shall move on to these spell cards. And I think I'm pretty sure I can do Spell and Trap all in one. So that's good. I'm sorry guys, it's taking a little bit longer than expected. Okay, there we go. I have got my monsters. I'll set them over there. Okay, so Spell and Trap cards. Here we go. I have one Dragon Revival Rhapsody. Now this is a good card because it says if you control a spellcaster monster, which I have a couple of good spellcaster monsters in my deck, you can target up to 2 dragon monsters in your graveyard, including at least 1 normal monster. I have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Those are normal monsters, and special summon them. So you can special summon up to 2 Blue Eyes. Well, that's what I would do. You could really special summon any normal monster you wanted. And then, so yeah, and so special summon them. And then your opponent takes no damage this turn. You can only activate it once per turn. So that's a good card. Then I have 2 Flute of Summoning Dragons. You can special summon up to 2 dragon-type monsters from your hand. There must be a Lord of D on the field to activate and resolve this effect. Book of Moon. Target a face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. And then I have a cool secret rare Majesty with Eyes of Blue. Now this, you send 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field, and it cannot attack while it's face-up on the field. So that is good because you can target one of your opponent's like really strong, powerful monsters, and it just can't attack. And all you do is just send 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can easily get those back with some cards in this deck. So now we have DDR, Different Dimension, Reincarnation. You discard 1 card, then target 1 of your banished monsters, special summon it, and face-up attack position, and equip it with this card, which, if you're watching this video, you probably already know what that means, but if you don't, that means it's basically linked to this card, so whatever happens to this card, unless it says differently, which I don't really think it ever does, it, like, does what this card does. So, for example, it says, equip it with this card, so special summon your card and equip it with this spell card. And when this spell card leaves the field, you destroy the equipped monster. So that's how that goes. And then we have a Monster Reborn. For example, like I was saying, Majesty with Eyes of Blue. You send a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And then you can easily just, like I said, like I said when I was describing Majesty with Eyes of Blue, there are cards in this deck that can easily get the cards in your graveyard back. Target 1 monster in either player's graveyard, special summon it. This Monster Reborn, so that's great. And then we have Card Trader. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can shuffle one card from your hand into the deck and draw one card. This can be useful if you don't really have many cards you can play like right then. And yeah, I find this card pretty useful. So, and then I have Charge of the Light Brigade. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Add a level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster from your deck to your hand. And then a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. Return one face-up level 5 or higher Dragon-type monster you control to the hand, and destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. So that is obviously a good card. Like I always say, like, that's a good card, but like most of them are pretty good cards. And then Burst Stream of Destruction. This is a great card, because if you control a face-up Blue Eyes White Dragon, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Like literally, all you have to do is control one face-up Blue Eyes, and then you literally destroy every single monster your opponent controls, even the set cards. So this is probably I want to say it's my best spell card in this deck, so that's pretty good. And then I have Inferno Fire Blast. So target one face-up Red Eyes you control and inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack damage. And Red Eyes cannot attack during the turn you activate this card. But this is also a good card because normally you're not allowed to attack. Well, all the time you're not allowed to attack directly, like inflict damage to your opponent if your monster, or if your opponent controls monsters. You have to like first destroy the monsters and then like wait for a time to attack them directly. But if you activate this card, you don't have to worry about that as long as you have a Red Eyes face up. Then this is a good card. And then we have Dark Hole, which is destroy all monsters on the field. This is basically kind of like the older brother of Raigeki, kind of. It's like, so this is the way my friend kind of put it, and I feel like I agree with him. So like Raigeki, which is destroy all monsters your opponent controls, is like the younger brother of Dark Hole. It's, you know, that like younger brother who gets more attention than the like original like older brother that everybody used to like love so much. But then like, so that was Dark Hole, but then Raigeki came along and just took out, it's not destroy all monsters on the field anymore, it's destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So I really want to get a Raigeki, but for now Dark Hole is great because it just destroys all monsters on the field. Even if you have monsters, it's still pretty worth it to activate it. Okay, so now onto my trap cards. I have a Dragon's Rebirth. Target one face-up Dragon-type monster you control. Banish that target and special summon one Dragon-type monster from your hand or graveyard. So that's pretty good. Burst Breath. Tribute one Dragon-type monster. Destroy all face-up monsters on the field whose defense is less than or equal to the tributed monster's attack. It's an okay card. Then I have Interdimensional Matter Transporter. And what this does is you target one face-up monster you control, banish that target until the end phase. That doesn't sound like the best card in the world, but again, there are ways to get your banished cards back. For example, this one, the DDR Different Dimension Reincarnation. Discard one card, then target one of your banished monsters. Special summon it, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's an example how to get your banished cards back if you were to activate this card. And then I have a Call of the Haunted as my last card in this deck. But what it does is you target one monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, in face-up attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When this target or when that target is destroyed, destroy this card. So it's basically like the card that you special summoned from your graveyard in face-up attack position is equipped to this card, even though it doesn't have like the equipped thing. So I'll show you an example. See that little cross like up right there? I don't know if you can, but it's like this little like X-shaped thing, like logo right next to where it says spell card. Trap cards, like they don't typically have those, but basically this is an equip trap card. So yeah. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this deck profile and learned a little bit from it, I am glad. And so if you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe, comment, turn on the bell notifications. I mean, I'll probably make more videos even if you don't do that, but you know, like, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.